bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Kamalami Awards Foundation taking the community back in time. The foundation recently honored the first Bahamian woman to grace the cover of the largest black publishing magazine in the world. The recognition came as a big surprise. It was an historic moment in 1968 as then 18-year-old Elizabeth Bridges promoted the islands of the Bahamas during a tourism campaign in Ebony magazine. On Tuesday, the Kamalami Awards Committee called the former queen to the C.A. Smith complex. But she had no idea that she would be taken down memory lane to unveil a portrait of the cover that was seen all over the world.
I was very nervous because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what McMahon was up to, but he was up to something. And it was something huge. The whole Ebony magazine team was there. And I did a lot of different shots with them, and it just flooded me, all of those memories.
Bridges was also the first Miss Bahamas to work for the Ministry of Tourism. Chavez Campbell, co-founder of the Kamalami Award, says it was not easy locating this cover. After contacting Ebony magazine, the committee had to hire an agent to go through the archives, become registered as a non-profit organization. The whole process costing over $1,000, but he says it was worth it.
We see this magazine every time, but we don't associate that cover with Elizabeth Bridges being the first female and currently the only female to be on the cover of Ebony magazine, which is the world-leading African-American magazine. So I think now to date, bringing the magazine to the forefront in the C.A. Smith complex, along with the other Kamalami photographs, it gives us a sense of connection and a cultural identity as to our contribution, not just within the Bahamas, but in the world at large.
Bridges is leaving these words of advice for young women today.
And I would like to see young women today really respect and have regard for themselves, and not be afraid or ashamed to be a bit old-fashioned with old values and things that we really grew up with. We're losing that, and that's sad. And I really would like to see women become proud of themselves and willing to really be models for themselves and for even younger girls coming up.
The Jack Hayward High School family honoring a man who has given decades of service to the teaching profession. The elated honoree says he's happy he was able to make a contribution to the youth of the country. Megan Shepard has the story.
After 45 years in the field of education, Neville Brennan is celebrating his pre-retirement. Students, colleagues, and education officials gathering at Jack Hayward High School to honor Mr. Brennan, who has served in various capacities at all of the public schools on the island. He says it is truly an honor to be recognized.
I'm just so pleased that they have gone out of their way to make this morning such a pleasant morning for me. The stretched limo was a surprise within itself, and that comfortable ride to the school, and the whole welcoming was just something that is going to be memorable for years as I go into the twilight years.
Throughout his years, Brennan has had the opportunity to travel the country. He says while he has had his ups and downs in the profession, the good days will always outweigh the not so good.
I did a stint in Auckland's Crooked Island, Eleuthera, a little period in West End, a period in Auckland. Right after our marriage, we went to Auckland's, and the years have gone by so quickly, but it's been an enjoyable experience. I was able to say every day when I got up, I am energetic and pleased to go to work. Never to groan and say, oh, if today I could only have another holiday. Yes, that thought was there, but I was just energetic and ready to work every day. And I've enjoyed every day of it.
Brennan enjoys a number of recreation activities and says once he retires, the plan is to simply relax.
I've had people who say, Mr. Brennan, as soon as you rest, come. So there's work. And there are some areas that I'm interested in. Having taken care of my mother and my mother-in-law to some extent, I still have that. I have this passion for the aged persons and doing some special work with them. So that might be one of the areas that I might find myself in. But I'm just going to rest a while, and then one of these days going to wake up and say, enough of that, let's go.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Thank you, Megan. And Mr. Brennan was honored last week by his peers. And this special announcement, the offices of ZNS Northern Service will be closed Thursday, April 2nd through Monday, April 6th to facilitate maintenance that will be taking place throughout the Harold Gregory building. As a result, we will not be on the air during that period. Our offices will reopen on Tuesday, April 7th at 9 a.m.
You all right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you got out of the canal in time to come to work.
Listen, I thought I was saving a life. I jumped in the canal. I thought my nephew was in the canal. It was not him. It was a coconut. I had to wait 1 hour for them to bring a ladder, and that's the story.
Okay. We'll try again tomorrow.
That's going to do it for us here in the North on behalf of our entire ZNS News team.
Oh, we got a light boy.
Payback is going to be sweet. I'm Shasheena Rolle. The Bahamas Tonight continues.